I hear you have some problems with wolves.
You can say that again. Those fucking mangy beasts are eating my sheep.
Mangy
They take
beasts.
them like they were for sale at the market.
Did you notice an ordinary mutt amongst those wolves?
You know, there might have been. I didn't get a close look at them, but one seemed. You kill those furry fuckers, there'll be a reward in it for you.
Why not? I can kill 2 birds with the 1 stone.
That's great. It'll be well worth your while.
I hope so. Where can I find that wolf pack?
I was grazing my sheep up on the slope last time, by the forked birch. And those monsters learned to go there. I don't take my sheep there anymore. But those fuckers still go sniffing around over there.
So we'll bring your flock up there again and wait and see if they come.
Are you fucking mad? I don't want to lose any more sheep. I think you just need some bait.
Not even 1 single sheep. I promise I'll look after it.
Well, I could lend you Ignatius. He's the stupidest ram I've ever seen. Or the brightest. Depends on how you look at it.
What do you mean? Can he do somersaults? Does he know how to count?
That'll be all I need. The only thing that little devil knows how to do is piss me off. When I want him to move, he sits still. When I want him to sit still, he fucks off to where I can't find him.
I know people like that.
Right. But you can tell a person to fuck off. But when it's a sheep, you're wasting your breath. And on top of that, you have to take good care of him.
So I'll take Ignatius and use him as bait?
Right. But he's so stupid he's smart. I'm certain he'll come back to me.
All right. I'll take Ignatius and go and have a look around that forked birch. Will he come with me, or will I have to lead him up somehow?
That bugger will follow you himself. Just wave a carrot in front of his face. He's mad for carrots. I can't even count the times he's rammed his way into my house to get some. I happen to have one here. If you take it with you, he'll follow you around like a loyal dog. When you get to the pasture, just throw the carrot and then go and hide. Ignatius will stay there.
Where can I hide there?
There's a thicket across the road. But don't worry. If the wolves go after the sheep, they won't notice you. But you'll hear them from far away as they get closer.
Thicket across the road.
I don't know anything more horrifying than the sound of their damned howling. See you soon, my friend.
Bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy. I should eat. Something. Bit longer without food. Really need to eat something. Bit longer without food and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Where'd the sheepy go?
I need something to eat.
What? You can't be here.
How are you, Ignatius?
Ah,
Sorry. Thought now that we're partners, you'd be a bit more talkative. Why do they call you Ignatius? All right. Keep it to yourself.
Some tomatoes. Carrot, which I just cooked. Wonderful.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
Always hungry. Which food do I actually need to eat in this game?
Really need to eat something.
Let's go south. Head back to town and get some food.
I'm as hungry as a wolf. I need something to eat.
They don't like me.
Easy now. I surrender.
Now I'll show you. You've been loitering around where you shouldn't have, and I've received reports of things going missing. Don't think we're idiots. You've been accused of theft. You'll pay a fine. If I don't find those things on you, you'll pay for that too.
What did I steal?
Take me away.
Now, let's have a look at what you've stolen.
Take a look then.
Good. You won't have. I'll lock you up in the pit. Ah, body's numb.
What could it be?
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Jalio. Sells baskets here sometimes.
I don't know, no problem. Sorry. I hope you find her soon.
I should eat something.
No more sugar.
Careful.
I'm quite hungry.
Right. What? Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Okay to you.
I'm looking for a young girl named Pavlena. She's missing. She was supposed to be selling baskets here. Do you know anything about her?
Pavlina. That's a nice name. Is she your sweetheart?
Nothing like that. I'm just helping her mother find her. She's worried about her.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about her.
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
But of course.
Do we have a deal?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands.
Do we have a deal?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a...
That's a decent price.
And how do you think?
Really need to eat something.
You get your business. Got you. You can't say you weren't warned. You'll pay up.
Maybe next time then.
Word about the price.
Sure, why not?
I could go for that price.
Thank you, and take care.
What would you like? Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance. Move along, you vagabond.
What do you have for sale? Talk about the price.
Sure, why not?
I'll go for that.
And take care. What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
What's new around here?
Nothing new. It's quiet here, fortunately.
Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance.
That's a fine maypole.
Stop beating him! Ain't had enough yet? Not with him. That will work on me.
My God, a brawl. What the? Why are you lying here?
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Roxanne said you might know something.
Did you get tired of blacksmithing and take up farming instead? I just happen to know of something. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret. The kind you don't just give away. They're in the trade, so I can tell you. Listen up then. You take some poppy and thistles and boil them in oil. Then, after it cools off, you add a little herb Paris.
That doesn't sound too complicated. Thank you. It's going to take a while, yeah. We'll call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denny. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arse face?
I'm sorry. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groshens, that might help loosen my tongue.
How can I know if it'll be worth it?
If you don't believe me, ask anyone. They all know me in the village, and they all know I'm good.
So they all sing your praises, even if you stutter.
You know what? Go to hell. You can bugger right off if you're looking to insult me. But if you want to listen, you better cop up some coin.
I know quite a few stories myself. How about a trade? A story for a story.
All right then. But if it's the one about the magic porridge pot, don't bother. I've heard it 100 times. And that story always leaves me feeling hungry.
I know a romantic tale about a knight with lady love and 3 impossible tasks he had to undertake to win her heart. He had to bring her the sweetest wine, tame the wildest horse, and make a crown with the rarest gem.
And then? What happened when he'd done all 3?
The lady of his heart showed her gratitude by giving him the most precious thing she had. And I'm not talking about gold.
Oh, a raunchy ending. That'll be popular with the lads round here. If I was you, I'd make it longer. To last a whole evening. Had a wicked stepmother, that sort of thing. It'll be a hit. And now, I'll tell you a tale in your turn. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Cuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. As he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hand soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. So he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one." But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a 3rd time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
All was as it should have been. It was Kuba's fault.
I don't think so. It seems Matthias didn't either. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut up a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized
It wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against the big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
It's a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rocktower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. Farewell.
Where to now? The fuck do I get my horse? I'm sick of walking. I'm looking it up.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Horsey. Get my horsey. How to get horse. KCD2. Gotta go to some mean. See mine. Where was that? Is that another quest there? Yeah, okay. Way down there. I streamed for like 6 hours yesterday. It was like a 6 hour stream. What? Camera shy. You need to write me up some posts. I don't know, I use Twitter. Check here for Pavina or whatever her name is.
Okay.
Have you seen Pavlena from Shelley?
Pavlena.
Pavlena? Why, she comes from time to time selling baskets and remedies.
Have you seen her recently?
I haven't. No one comes here much. You could try asking at the tavern. See you later. Have a good evening.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the basket seller. Do you know her?
I know of her, but I never seen her. She ain't lived here for years. Take care then. Greetings.
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zeliot who sells baskets here sometimes.
Pavlena. Pavlena? I might have heard the name. I don't know. I never met her. Try asking somewhere else.
Take care. Have a good evening.
I talked to her. It's the same. Yeah, it's the basket lady. Look at that pimp walk.
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zeliot who sells baskets here sometimes.
Do I look like someone who goes out to the village green to talk to travelling hawkers? Go and bother someone else. Wish you a blessed evening. No business here.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pot.
Aye, I saw it. Over there, beyond Zeliot, right?
Why, that's it. Everything fell into the catch-up pond. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
Sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Yeah, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Hier retten wir das Selige, Mama. You have to go through the forest to Auyetz and to St. Catherine. Kapferberger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around, trust me. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat and hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Bible, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants. You are already familiar with the tavern.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Dante shortly.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Dago should do something about it at last. Ah,
but Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here, and Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turno. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergwall.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
I'm searching for Pavlena from Geliot. One here is selling baskets. Do you know anything about her?
That herb woman was Jenna's daughter. I don't know nothing about her, and I don't want to know. They ain't welcome here. Bis bald und einen guten Abend für dich.
What a nice guy. He's drunk. He might tell me something.
Like, have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Geliot who sells baskets here sometimes.
Isn't that girl what was chased out of here with her ma years ago? There was a lot of talk about that here, but no, I ain't seen her. Oh well.
Blessed evening to you. Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Geliot who sells baskets here sometimes. I'm usually asleep during the day, so I don't see many girls selling things.
Cat.
He's been babbling about the wind.
I'm looking for Pavlena from Geliot. Have you seen her?
Pavlena? Pavlena. Name rings a bell, but I can't say I know her. Did she ever go dancing in the tavern? I'd ask at the tavern if I was you. Oh well.
Have you come to break some more stuff? Ugh, if you want something, just wait till I stop being angry.
How can I help you today?
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Geliot. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Pavlina. That's a nice name. Is she your sweetheart?
No, nothing like that. I'm just helping her mother find her. She's worried about her.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about her.
I look at your wares.
Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
Go back.
That must cost a king's ransom.
I'll be right there.
James, what do you need? Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Geliot who sells baskets here sometimes.
I know the girl you mean, but I haven't seen her around lately. If I meet her, I'll tell her you asked after her.
Thank you.
I'll see you later. Have a good evening.
There you go.
say to ye?
Same head.
Do you?
How can I help?
I'm looking for a young girl who's gone missing. Her name is Pavlena, and she sells baskets here sometimes. Do you know anything about her?
No, doesn't ring a bell. Try someone else.
Well, see you later.
Look out!
What'll it be?
No, that's a sin. It's me a bomb.
Good evening. Do you need something?
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
Better you ask innkeeper Betty about things like that. I'm just the... Oh, shut up! Well, it's better than listening to news about bandits running rampant around here.
Have you come to break some more stuff?
Normal for a change.
If you want something, wait till I stop being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and Shelley are. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you and Shelley are.
What?
How are you faring, girl?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are always on the move. Times are lean and don't need a laugh.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and sin, and laugh while they're at it.
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the monk and priest are the masters of vice.
What's your name, minstrel girl?
They call me Dancer, but I go by many other names.
Can I hear them?
If you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give me one yourself, handsome. But now, alas, there's no time to perform. We have to leave here in all haste.
Why the rush?
Howard Tricks and Jessie dropped some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town hall. Howard Tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay, and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he? But they say there's no place for sin anymore.
Indeed, the bailiff don't take to his fizzle being young.
Afraid it is time to part, minstrel girl.
Farewell, handsome. What are you doing here?
Oh. Hey, what happened to you? I'm in big trouble. How's that? I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight. You know where you might have lost it? I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way. Would you like me to help you look for it? There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight. What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read, but it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
So it could just as easily have been in huge verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
Sorry to hear that.
Wait, I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough, but he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
No, if you ask me, you should man up and tell your master the truth.
No way. Might as well crawl into the pillory myself in that case.
And if I give you a thrashing, that's a better solution.
At least I know you won't flay me to a bloody pulp. Will you?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
All right.
That was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. My mouth, most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings.
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour." Hey! You right there, laddie? Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. No, Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. What's the name is that? I'm saving supplies for the wedding later. You don't need to bother your wee head.
I think they're.
No, I'm not from here.
Right there, party back there.
What?
I think they're in the bedroom.
I didn't give a fuck where you live. You speak our language, do you not? Well, you're cool. Seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave towards bears. The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. Now you're gonna die, Beacon the God. Fucking hell!
Stop beating him!
I'll be What the devil's name is fucking going on here? What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things. Grandad? Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember that hood.
True enough, Yurkov. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
Right?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry, the Tarkov blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool you. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Arabia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan. Good. He's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming countryside.
Oh, no need to imagine the worst right off, Gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. Could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
What about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulders are acting up. Utico is shit-faced. And your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. So long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you're going with us. I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah, I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way,
The hell's a pizzle?
say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I do.
Christ above. And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't you? And I'm a bit too old.
Got a farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and they'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask. We should probably get going.
My thoughts exactly. Off to the courtyard then.
Hey,
Hello.
what
Can you
you
hear me all right?
doing? Yeah, turn you down a little bit. There you go.
I'm compiling shaders for Legacy Steel and Sorcery.
Oh yeah? Alright, let me save. Actually just got to a really good spot too. I'll change my tags. Do you know if anybody's streaming it? Look.
I looked last night and there was quite a few. Like big names too, people with 500 plus viewers.
Alright. God, your audio is a lot cleaner than it is in Discord.
I wonder if I don't know if maybe that's the Discord noise suppression.
Yeah. I don't know, it's really clean. I know this is used for podcasts a lot, and then they just also build it into a multi-streamer.
Yeah, the top viewer for this game right now is 174 viewers. Which is not bad for a smaller game.
Yeah.